Transformation and manifestation. How does it work? And especially, what do we need to transform and to manifest? So in my last two videos, I mentioned a lot the importance of transformation and of manifestation. And I received a lot of questions about how transformation and how manifestation works and what do we need to transform and to manifest. And today in this video, I would like to talk about what transformation is, and as a second point, what do we need to transform. So what is transformation? As mentioned in my previous videos, transformation is that you change one thing into another. And transformation can happen on many levels. So for example, on a physical level, emotional level, mental and spiritual level. And of course also in chemistry or in physics, but I don't want to talk about this today. I want to talk about energetic transformation. So, and we always transform something from one form into the other. It means we transform, for example, anger into joy, for example. And we have the energy here with the information anger, and we transform the energy into the energy with the information joy. So the energy stays the same, but the information is different. And there are some energetic laws which say that energy cannot be vanished, right? So the energy will stay, but will change the form. Now, for example, if we transform on a physical level, so if we have some blockages in our body, for example, in our throat, let's say, or we have a headache, or we have an illness like cancer, or we are just like ill and don't feel good, there is usually an energetic blockage, which is the base of that illness, right? And now we have the chance with transformation, with energetic transformation, to solve these blockages, to solve these blockages of heavy energy, of low vibrating energy, into high vibrating flowing energy. So this would be transformation on the physical level. And of course we would feel healthier and happier and more energetic. Then transformation on the emotional level, as mentioned before, is to transform the emotions from anger to joy, for example, or from sadness to peace, let's say. Of course, it goes also the other way around, from the high vibrating energy to the low vibrating, but I think we all want to go into higher vibrations. Then transformation on a mental level is usually about old beliefs. For example, the old beliefs like I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy to be loved and things like that. So they are really low vibrating beliefs, right? And we have the ability, and I said that in my previous videos, that every one of us has the ability to transform them. And now, if we have the old negative beliefs, we can transform them into positive high vibrating beliefs like I'm good just the way I am, I'm worthy to be loved, etc. And of course, there's also transformation on a spiritual level and on many different levels. But this was just to give you a little tool or possible tool on how you can transform and how you can analyze where you need transformation. Part 2. What do we need to transform and to manifest? So first thing we need is ideally the analysis I mentioned before, in order to know where we can transform. But what is also very important is to be present. to be in our physical body. So to be energetically in our physical body in the present moment. How often are you here but not really here? Yeah? How often is your body here but you are mentally somewhere else or emotionally somewhere else? In that moment you are not present. You're not really here. So in that moment your ability to transform diminishes, right? And for example, if we are on our phone the whole time, we are in this virtual world, so we are not really present, right? Or if we are at the place and we think about the thing we want to do afterwards, or we spend time with a person and this person, yeah, we don't like the person so much and we want to be somewhere else, and we think about the other place, we are not present. Or one very important example, which many people do and experience, is to not be present and not be really energetically in our physical body when we are hurt. So when we are emotionally hurt, I mean. So what does it mean and what happens in that moment? I think every one of us knows the situation when someone texts us or someone says something to us, or we get to know something which really hurts us, right? And very often in that moment, what do? We want to escape from that pain, right? We want to do some other activities, or maybe to drink some alcohol or to take some drugs, or just to do some sports to don't feel the pain. But in that moment, our ability to transform is almost gone. So my recommendation is be present as often as you can during the day. And I know sometimes there are moments we don't really want to be there, and places and people we don't really want to spend time with. But then maybe we can also change that, right? But when we feel emotions, when we are hurt, the best way to transform them is to be present. So to really close your eyes and just feel what's going on within your body. What is going on in your throat, in your heart, in your belly. Maybe you feel some pain in your head, or your eyes feel like they want to cry. And that's okay. That's a normal reaction. And in that moment, when we stay present, when we feel an emotional pain and anger, sadness, loneliness, whatever, in that moment, we experience it consciously. And as you know, we are in the process of consciousness expansion. And then we have the ability to experience them like consciously, and so to transform. And it doesn't mean that when we perceive the sadness or anger that we have to feel like a victim. Maybe we perceive the energy of being a victim, but it doesn't mean that we are a victim, right? The emotions are telling us old stories, right? About our past mental, let's say, limitations and beliefs, or about our past emotional beliefs and realities. But now we have the ability to question them, to feel them, perceive them, and to transform them. Yeah, so I really, really recommend you to be present when you feel the emotions, and feel them and observe them at the same time. So you don't fall 100% back into the old reality, and you don't fall back into the victim role. Yeah, you can just perceive it, let it flow through. Yeah, so just let them flow. Emotions are energy in motion, and the energy in motion wants to move. Yeah, and if we just mentally go away and are not present, how can it really move? Yeah, it needs like an observer. And according to quantum physics, if you observe something, if you observe a wave, energetic wave, it changes. And this, in my opinion, is the first step to transformation. So my recommendation to you is really try to be present as often as you can. Observe your emotions, observe your thoughts, question them, feel them, and be the observer at the same time. And this can support you and lead you to transforming them into higher vibrating energy, and finally to manifest more the life you really want to. So I hope I could inspire you with my little video, and next week I will talk about something else which is very important for transformation. And I'm really happy to share my experience with you, since I have been working since 2014 as a spiritual psychologist, as a transformation teacher, sensitive and mediumistic consultant, and shaman. And I give courses and individual and couple sessions, and I observe really like miracles. So we can transform things so quickly. I have, for example, a client with whom I've transformed an abuse within 3 sessions, or people who had depressions. We could heal them and transform them within like 2 or 3 months without medication. So the energetic transformation is so amazing, and I'm really happy to share my wisdom and my experiences with you. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. If you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want, I have also a Telegram channel where I share some interesting information. And yeah, hopefully see you soon, and be present.